Hey everybody, welcome to Fractured Focus episode, the big 3-0. They said it couldn't be done, and we hit 30 episodes. I'm one of your hosts, Ben Gordon. This is the show, of course, where we talk about everything from geek culture to nerd news, along with random topics for discussion, and coming in live from the great state of Nebraska, the original Swino of Omaha himself, for the 30th time straight, Mr. Matt Swinehart. Matt, how you doing?
Well, I am good. I am really good.
Do you feel 30 episodes old?
I almost feel 40 years old.
But
not, I don't know, 30 episodes.
I see what you did there. If you want to know what that's all about, you can, of course, check out our reaction to Game of Thrones Season 7, Episode 2 that we also just filmed. Yes. Nice little crossover tie-in there, too.
Yeah, segue.
Yeah,
segue.
We had quite an awesome week last week for geek and nerd news, specifically because Comic-Con was going on. And we're not a timely show. We don't want to do this shit as soon as that airs because that's boring. You can check that out in a million different places.
Yeah.
We want to do it on our own time when we feel like it or get around to it.
Simma.
But there was some pretty freaking cool... Simma down now.
Simma.
There was some pretty cool trailers that came out this past weekend. Let's go ahead and jump into those. Let's start with the first one. Let's go into Marvel first because we didn't actually get the Infinity War trailer. They did show off some footage.
We did. We kind of did.
There was a leak. There was one that was shown, and it was the same one that was shown at the D23 Disney Expo conference, whatever that was, 1 or 2 weeks ago. What's the? I can't remember the name of the brothers that are doing it that also did Cap 2 and
Russo
brothers. Said that, like, you know, it wasn't a final trailer that they want to put out to the mass public because a lot of special effects shot weren't where they wanted them to be. That wasn't as fine-tuned.
Let's push them.
But they did show some stuff. It's been leaked on the internet. I've also checked it out. Come on, we can't not, being a nerd show that we are. If you hear about that, you at least want to see it. I am pumped to see the final version, which might be slightly different when it comes out. But that movie doesn't even come out until next May, so a trailer at this point would be pretty freaking early. But I am excited to actually see like a final version of this trailer and just getting a little glimpses. What did you think? I'm assuming you saw the leaked footage too.
Snippets.
Okay.
I didn't see a good quality thing of the.
There isn't a good quality one out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But were you still pumped by what you saw?
Yeah, it looks pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even just the poster they released.
Yeah.
At Comic-Con was awesome because, like, after the whole thing with Civil War, I knew they were heading in a nomad direction with Captain America. So for me, it was like seeing that and a justification, and that I mean, it was just like, yeah.
And I tell you what, the Russo brothers are my favorite directors of the Marvel. And don't get me wrong, I love Whedon, but I like way more what they did with Cap 2 and how in depth they get with stuff. So let's be honest, when the Avengers 1 first came out, I'm sure a lot of other people out there were like, can it be that good? You know, all this hype building up. And let's be honest, it was the best Marvel movie they'd ever put out. It was awesome. We did such a great job with the dynamic, the inner conflict. He handled the ensemble perfectly. That movie is still considered the best Marvel movie by a lot of people. And I haven't Whedon or the Russo brothers do it, but I'm so happy that they are because, let's be honest, there's a lot of same expectations coming up for Infinity War that, like, this is supposed to be the end-all, be-all Marvel movie. Can it be at this point? Can anything top what we've done before? But if there's anyone that could do it, I have more trust in the Russos than anybody else. But what do you think?
Yeah. I really liked Civil War. Like, of the Marvel movies that I've seen, apart from the first Avengers movie and the first Iron Man movie, Civil War was, like, the most complete. I walked out of there.
What about Cap 2?
That was a really good movie.
Winter Soldier.
I liked Cap 2. It was a really good movie. Winter Soldier. But I felt like leaving Civil War. They did Civil War, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I felt like leaving that movie. Like, apart from complaints about maybe the CGI thing didn't work, or maybe this scene didn't work, that was the best completed movie.
Oh, really?
To me, like, that's my favorite. Civil War was my favorite.
It was almost like Avengers 2.5, because you had all the different characters in there, and
but it was so much better than the second Avengers movie to me.
Yeah, I think it was better than Age of Ultron. Yeah, I think Civil War was one of the best ones out there. Something about Cap 2, and don't get me wrong, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. There's something about Cap 2 where I wasn't expecting a Captain America movie to be the best Marvel movie I'd seen up to that point. That it was just
especially after the first one.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Captain America, the first Captain America movie.
Yeah, it was the Russo brothers that did Civil War.
So the first one was good, surprisingly good actually, but it wasn't. To me, just wasn't like a great thing. I mean, it was like this. It's a good movie. Civil War, Avengers, the first Iron Man, even as like this most recent like Spider-Man: Homecoming, to me were better movies. Than the Captain America movie.
Spider-Man: Homecoming was freaking amazing.
It was. That was pretty awesome.
And that already had high expectations going into it too. But anyway, I digress. So we didn't officially get a full trailer. There was a leaked one. You can watch that out there on the internet. I'm kind of torn because if you're really I'd almost say wait for the actual good trailer. I was tempted. I didn't watch it for a few days even after it was leaked. So I'm like, do I want to ruin this and see like a shitty version the first time I see something?
Exactly, because there's going to be things in there that are going to spoil the Thor Ragnarok movie. And to be honest with that, I know that's one of the trailers that came out with Comic-Con. The new trailer was a bit of a letdown for me because the first one was so great.
Thor Ragnarok? You like the first trailer for Ragnarok better than this one? This one was amazing.
It was good, but there's too much in there. There's too much stuff.
Oh,
I don't want to see all that.
God.
I loved the humorous aspect. I love that. Now, in the second trailer, when they talk about, I beat you. Yeah, it was pretty easy. That was fucking awesome.
Or at the end when he's talking to Hulk, and Hulk is just like, well, Thor like fire. Or no, Hulk like fire, Thor like water. Well, we're kind of both like fire. Well, Hulk like raging fire, Thor like smolder. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that part of it was awesome. But it's like, just after the first one, that high that the first one gave me, the second one, it's kind of put that out a little bit.
Oh, man. Hey, to each their own. I was so much more excited after this trailer than I was from the first one.
The first one, it's left so many questions unanswered. And I was like, when do these things happen? And it's just, maybe it's because I watched this and then I watched the leak trailer and all those other things, so it's kind of like dampered the whole effect. Still, the Thor, I'm excited for the Thor Ragnarok movie. Yeah. I'm excited for Black Panther, all those things. It took me down a notch.
Just
it took
too
me down
much
from 11 to 10.
Just for the most part, because it was just too much in the trailer. You were worried it gave away too much, or what?
Yeah, in a way, yes.
I can't argue with that because we've had several discussions about them basically giving away the entire plot points of the movies. But so far, every time we've said that afterwards, we're we're just the most recent Spider-Man: Homecoming. No, there was still a shitload we didn't know, so it wasn't really.
Yeah. And there was a lot in the trailer that never showed up in the movie.
Yeah, so I mean, right now I have that same initial gut feeling, but I've learned to dismiss it because so far they haven't let us down. Yeah, we'll have to wait.
And I
and
hope
see.
they don't. I hope they don't start letting us down.
God, I can't believe that you didn't.
Not like DC.
Like even at the end when Thor comes.
Yeah.
When they go, I'm the god of death. What are you the god of? And we finally see him as the lightning god show up.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that was
that was awesome. That part was awesome.
I can't wait to see that. Another superhero movie we had trailer. Now we've had many discussions.
Justice League.
Yeah, Justice League, and about the DC universe and our disappointment with them thus far. To sum up, if you haven't watched regularly, for our views on the DC movies. Like everybody else, we're kind of disappointed with DC. I particularly, and you can tell us quick, just a rundown of your thoughts. I thought Man of Steel was good, not great. I enjoyed Batman v Superman. I don't think it was a good movie, but I enjoyed it. Suicide Squad can lick my balls. It was fucking terrible, awful, and it was supposed to be the best one because it had the most license to do whatever it wanted and it be weird, and I thought it just absolutely sucked ass. And I have not seen Wonder Woman yet, even though I've heard it's amazing and I can't wait to see it. For some reason, I just haven't gone to the theater to go see it yet. What's your feeling thus far about the DC movies so far?
I can't say that I disagree with you.
Okay.
I love Ben Affleck as Batman.
Me too.
The fact that there's talk about him leaving the franchise and all this, it's gonna happen eventually.
Well, let's talk about that because did you watch the Comic-Con panel from Justice League with Ben Affleck and all them on there?
Yeah, because he introduced it. He said he's there for the long run. Now, as far as him doing his own Batman movie, that's still up in the air.
Well, he's not directing it anymore. Matt Reeves is. That's already been confirmed for quite a while right now.
And his script has already been scrapped. Like the script
Correct.
that he did and wanted to do. He's
right.
saying that we're not going to do that. So I don't necessarily know that I see Ben Affleck as Batman in a solo project.
He said he's going to be in the Matt Reeves the Batman movie. They said that was official, and he said the things he said is, first of all, he's not leaving the movie just because he's not directing it. He's super excited. He's super excited to be working with Matt Reeves, the director.
Clearly.
So he's gonna.
I think it's a relief.
Yeah,
I think it's a relief.
Big time. Isn't that what we talked about? Is him having to don all the hats of the director, and then when you throw in wearing the Batman suit, and how much that would be a pain in the butt. Yeah. And he said that he's excited to play Batman as long as DC will let him. So, that would not surprise me if just a lot of rumors get out of hand, like on the internet, that this all basically came from nothing, and it's easy to hate on DC because a lot of us aren't satisfied with what they've done this far. But let's go ahead and jump into this trailer because I'm really curious to hear what you actually thought about it, because we know that Joss Whedon has taken over. Most of the filming has already been done. And this is kind of an interesting situation because this trailer plus the movie, we haven't seen the movie yet, obviously. I'm curious to know, what are people going to be saying this year and in years to come? If this turns out to be good, is Whedon going to get the credit for it, even though maybe it was Zack Snyder that made changes to what he was doing before? You know what I mean? This is a tough situation because, and if it's not good, is everyone still going to blame Zack Snyder? I don't know how this is going to go. This is going to be interesting.
I think if it goes poorly, Zack Snyder is going to fall on the sword. Mm-hmm. I mean, I feel like it's that way because Whedon came in so late in production.
Yeah, and Whedon's already proven himself.
But I feel like this trailer was a Joss Whedon trailer.
I love this trailer. It wasn't
a Zack Snyder trailer. I love this trailer too.
It was happy. It was fun. Did you notice this? The colors weren't washed out like they were in Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, where you have this washed out look. There was so much humor in it. Now, here's the thing, too. If most of these scenes were already shot before Whedon stepped in, that means the humor was already there coming from Zack Snyder. You know?
Maybe. It's a lot you can do in reshoots.
Huh? Sure.
It's a lot you can do in reshoots.
There is. That's and you're right. We're never going to know.
Plus, typically, they do more than one take. Mm-hmm. In a lot of these movies where they have huge budgets, they'll do more than one take. That's
true. That's true. We're never really going to know. But I thought this movie.
We're never going to know. Now, was Zack Snyder behind the camera when those retakes happened? It's entirely possible.
Right. Yeah.
But the decision to use those is maybe Joss Whedon.
Yeah, we're never going to know. I loved how much fun this trailer was. I was laughing during it. I was excited. I loved hearing that Steppenwolf's character's voice when he said, "No Guardians here, no Lanterns, no Kryptonian." I'm like,
yes,
holy
exactly.
Shit. I really didn't think you could get me I'm going to see this movie no matter what because it's Justice League, but I really didn't think you could get those butterflies in my stomach excited about it, and then I heard that voice, and then they kick you in the ass by reprising one of the best parts of Man of Steel, in my opinion, and that's the Man of Steel theme. They reprised it for the theater, for this trailer, for the second half as stuff is building up, which I fucking loved as this stuff was coming together. And then you end with that funny scene of everybody disappearing except the only person who could in a Flash, and that's the Flash. And he's just like, wow, where'd everybody go? That's rude. And then that was awesome.
Yeah. The one guy you wouldn't expect to be there.
Yeah. No, so you agree this trailer was awesome?
Oh, yeah. This trailer was a lot better than any that we've seen up to this point. Mm-hmm. Except maybe the first one. Because as much as I did not like the other movies, I really want Justice League to succeed.
Right.
So all those things, like the best part to me of Batman v Superman was the end. Mm-hmm. The end credits, the end of the movie, when he's actually meeting Diana.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne, in this case, is meeting Diana. Those are the best parts of the movie to me. Mm-hmm. Because they were leading to something else. They were leading to something better.
And now that Wonder Woman has done both commercially very well It like what the #1 movie of the summer now. It even beat Guardians 2 now. It just passed Guardians 2, and critically, it's getting rave reviews. I think it's nice having a little bit of momentum on DC's side for the first time since they've done this universe. You know, a little positive momentum, and I wonder if they intentionally started the trailer with Wonder Woman for that reason. Is take the momentum that you've got and fucking run with it, because the first thing we see is a crime scene with Wonder Woman kicking some ass. And at this point, everybody loves Wonder Woman. And look, you know what I love? The actor, and I can't remember his name, that's playing Aquaman, that played Khal Drogo in Game of Thrones.
Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa. I fucking love him, and I never would have thought of him as Aquaman. I love the take he's going. He's not taking this different. He's not taking this dialect of something weird from Atlantis. He's kind of like this tough guy that's like, man, honestly, I think we're all going to die. I'm like, this is awesome. Why is this working? This makes no sense, but it's awesome.
At the same time, I mean, in that trailer, too, I mean, he speaks, and it seems like he has an accent or whatever when he speaks, too. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's because he's underwater. Or
yeah, but he wasn't talking when he's underwater. That was Steppenwolf, the bad guy that showed up in Themyscira in the beginning of the trailer that's talking about how there's no Guardians. He's the bad guy. This planet's going to fall like everything else.
I understand there's no Guardians, but at the same time, I feel like there was a line that he said in that.
It looked like it. Watch it again. That's Steppenwolf. It's the same guy that I'm 99% sure, but watch that. It's the same voice that said no Guardians here, no Lanterns, no Kryptonian. This world will fall like all of the other ones. And I thought that at first, too. The first time I watched it, I was like, that's kind of an interesting voice for Jason Momoa, maybe, because it is underwater. But then you realize it's the same voice saying all those things, and it's the same guy that came down and he hits the hammer on the ground and shakes stuff up. So I'm pretty sure that's Steppenwolf, you know? But who knows? But I love Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I think Aquaman's a badass.
Yeah, he looks like a badass in this movie. I mean, that's like the resurrection of Aquaman.
Yeah.
No, I thought he had some lines in that trailer, but no, he definitely looks badass.
Flash, I love Ezra playing the Flash. I think he's really working that. I know you guys are excited to do battle, but I've never done battle. I've just pushed some people and ran away.
Yes, exactly. That's great. No, but it looks like the Amazonians have a mother box.
Yeah, there was something there. We're not sure what it was. It looked different. But yeah, there was. Yeah. I mean, that obviously plays into this, which makes sense.
And the fact that he said there's no lanterns here.
Oh, how cool was that?
Great call out, right?
Oh,
you can't not know.
Didn't that give you butterflies right there? It's like as much as DC is
we're gonna see a Green Lantern at some point.
As much as DC is fucked up before, and some people could argue maybe that's a little strong because the movies have done well commercially. But they haven't given us the same love and affection that Marvel's done thus far. In all reality, they could just start doing well and then they'd be great from here on out. That is totally possible. You know what I mean? It is totally possible that all of a sudden from now on, they learn from it, they do something, they get different people doing different things, and the movies start being really great. I mean, look at Wonder Woman compared to everything that came before it, too. But I was not expecting after this trailer, or after getting another Justice League trailer, to be back on the hype train for Justice League, and fucking A, I am. I'm pumped for this. I can't wait to see it. I've watched it multiple times, and I still love watching it.
We don't have to wait very long.
Yeah,
we don't have to wait very long.
That's true. It's coming up pretty soon.
I love that.
Well, for those of you watching, let us know what you think. Has this gotten you excited again for DC? I know, and I was talking to my brother about this before. I'm like, you got to check out this trailer, and he said the same thing we've said multiple times. He's right. Wow, it's not like DC's great at putting out trailers and then getting disappointed in the movie. I'm like, yeah, that's true. But I am pumped. I do believe.
I'll tell you what, if this is their last trailer, they would do good with that.
Yep.
You know, just remake this trailer another time, put it out for a third one for November.
Yep.
Don't add more content. I don't need to see freaking Doomsday. I don't need to see anything else. Don't tell me anything else.
This trailer hits all the tones emotionally right that gets you excited.
Exactly.
Don't fuck with that if you've already done it right. It would be like them putting out another Star Wars Episode 7 trailer after JJ put out that trailer that I thought is the perfect definition of what a great trailer needs to do. And that's like, I don't know, that's my bar for it. But for those of you watching, let us know what you think in the comments below. Are you back on the DC train? Because Matt and I are flip-floppers, and we clearly are. So we're back on the train.
Yes. I love comics. So
yes.
I just want to see a good comic book.
Exactly. Let us know what you think.